We ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Scotch, bourbon, and rye, yeah, we on that whiskey. Want to discuss an array of topics, conversation simply. Gonna drop your whiskey bars with the sip hitting fold. Could you pass it? You want more? Another glass, let it flow. Steady pour. Steady pour. Yeah, a steady pour. A steady pour of growing, a steady pour of sharing, a steady pour of knowing. Now pass that Glencairn. So pull up a chair, grab a glass, and enjoy a melanin-infused perspective with a whiskey twist. Yeah, yeah, a steady pour.
Yes, sir. You're listening to another episode of a Steady Pour podcast. I'm your poor coach, Drew.
Gal, Tony,
Darius.
And we are your co-hosts with another episode. And we're excited to be here.
We all are very excited.
You know, you also know him as Hood Somalia. Jack Badoo. You welcome, buddy, to the show.
What's up, baby?
What's up, fellas? Where I can validate somebody saying it's just MGP is them brands out there that are trying to charge an arm and a leg and the fetus for their MGP. Right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, you made money, and I know people that paid off their house selling things on second. I know a guy today that sold so much on the secondary market, he made enough money to actually create his own whiskey brand.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, think about it.
Is there anything you would recommend anybody that's thinking about starting a whiskey brand or being a craft distillery that they approach it, how they should approach it, or maybe things that they should consider?
3 things I would say, at least from my observation. Again, I don't know that much, but just from me, from an outside looking in, one of the things I think will make people successful is first tell the story, right? In any business, your story sells more than your product, right? So tell a good story, as authentic as it can be. That's 1. 2, be very transparent. There is enough educated people in the whiskey industry now that do not care about your bullshit, right? Be transparent. Be transparent. And transparency also means authenticity, right? Like, be you.
Right.
Transparent, right? On both counts that I just said. But 3, and most of all, make your product the people's product. There is good people in this industry right now that are having brands out, but I feel like they are missing out on major sales because they are almost too pretentious themselves, right? Or how to present their whiskey, it coming off too pretentious. There's too many choices on the shelf for you to walk in the industry and not embrace everybody, right? So your pretentiousness may actually get you a whiskey in some rooms, but for the average person, especially minority or middle-class community, to actually go and pick up your whiskey with their hard-earned money, is that they have to know that somewhere they can relate to you. And I think, and that means understanding that your whiskey can be in women's hands, understanding that your whiskey can be in minority and Black people's hand, understanding that your whiskey is relatable to LGBTQ or whomever, understanding that your whiskey is not just for a certain category of people.
Demographic.
Demographic, right? And a lot of people right now are making that mistake. At the beginning, it's fun because that demographic will post 2 or 3 things. But one of the things I've learned about the demographic of whiskey people that are bougie or fancy or anyway is that you give them that whiskey for free anyway. They're not going to buy it like that.
Right. Not a repeat sale.
No one is actually sitting there saying, send me 20 cases of this
right.
in my house. That's not happening.
Right.
But when you're hosting tasting and someone see a black woman or an Asian woman or um, uh, sees a regular guy that is talking about your whiskey, they're like, if that motherfucker is drinking it, let me see what is that about, right?
Right.
When you talk about your whiskey and you make it accessible to everyone, it doesn't limit you yourself, right? And telling your story. Why is it that we relate to Mike and Danny, right? Why? And that's because
regular dudes.
Mike can talk your ear off.
Mm-hmm.
He's always, regardless, if Mike will be having the worst day of his life, and he will see, be like, "Oh, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Or glad you tried this whiskey." And Danny know that he'll be like, "I'm trying my best to give you the best whiskey at the affordable price you can." Right? We can relate to them. We know, understand. We understand that. Yeah, middle class person. I have $40. I can buy myself a Penelope. So, and the story is authentic. Is his daughter? That name is Penelope.
Yeah,
it doesn't get any more
right.
success story than that.
Right. They hustled too, man.
Right. Everywhere. They went everywhere. And it was his best friend, wife, and his wife, and everybody else go out there to help them make this dream happen.
They were slinging whiskey out of their trunk like it was mixtapes.
Yeah, I forgot about that, man. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. These are facts.
Yeah. Thanks, DC.
So somewhere on the line, I think most brands need to approach that way, because a lot of these big brands, are losing the American market margin because they refuse to embrace us.
Right. The regular people.
They're making maybe that number on the back end on their Asian market, on other market where they really don't care about that. They don't have it, so you can have it there. But for brand that have been sustaining the test of time as new brand, because I can tell you the amount of new brand that started and you never heard of them, you've never seen them on the shelf. You hear about them, you're like, okay, I want to try your whiskey. I literally told somebody that at a festival, hey, I follow you on Instagram. Okay, you want to try my whiskey? No.
I do not.
And they're like, oh. And they're like, oh, but why? I said, do I want to try it? I say, no. You didn't say, would you
like, right.
You follow me on Instagram. Have you ever sent a message? Have you reached out? Have you said hello? I'm so-and-so. I'm making whiskey. I said, do you know the amount of people that reach out to me and go, hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm making whiskey. I don't know if you like it, but I would love for you to try it. You don't need even to post about it. At least tell me, based on what I hear you talk about whiskey, is it good? Is it not?
That's real. That's real.
And I look at people, I say, you know what? Yeah. I've been that guy that walked to people and say, hey, I'm an insurance agent. I just started. I would love for you to give me a chance to give you a quote. And people be like, yeah, sure, run my shit, see if you can save some money. And some people say, oh no, I like my guy. I don't want to. And I tell everybody, you get it's like a drug dealer. You get that first hit for free. You get that first hit free. And once that hit is good and you go, yeah, it's good. When you come back, I'll tell you, here's my rate card. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's lovely.
I give everyone a chance. I don't care even if you make. I remember this person sent me this orange blossom infused whiskey bullshit somewhere. And I looked at God. I looked at my ancestors in the ground. I took a sip of that thing and I went, who told you to do this?
Right. Where do you get the nerve?
Why did you do this?
And and you go, why? And then you have to everything inside of your body have to remind you that you started being on Beyonce's internet to bring positivity. And you can't even come online and go, this is some bullshit. And do that.
Now you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
Do you think brands need to do a better job of paying paying influencers instead of, there's been a push on this. I don't know if you've seen anything about this recently. They'll like give samples or give a bottle to an influencer and expect them to do, crazy things that take up their time, take up their value. What's your thoughts on that? I'm just curious on that.
What? Y'all trying to make me talk right now.
Yeah, I mean, drop some Hood Somalia.
Drop
Come
some
on.
bombs.
I want the
That
truth,
is
though.
interview.
It's a real issue right now. I think a lot of influencers are feeling that way.
Right.
I don't think it's brands.
Okay.
So we have to make it clear. So I did the research on this, right? Because I needed to know who am I gonna blame. Because I tell you what, I'm gonna say this the most candidly possible I can put it for y'all.
Yeah.
There is a saying in Africa that you have to overchew for people to see the food in your beard. Right? That's the saying. Meaning you have to stuff so much food in your mouth that it comes out to get on your beard so people can see that you are eating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So when I started in the industry, just like every idiot that started in this industry telling themselves they're going to be influencers, the bait, right? The bait is, oh, you have a channel? Here's a free bottle. That's the bait, right? You have a channel? That's a free bottle. And then free bottle, you've been free bottling for about a year, right? Then year 2 comes around, you're like, man, I have all these free bottles and I don't know what to do with the rest of these free bottles. But I saw this person saying paid promotion with the same free bottle that I got. Is that right? Are they really paid? Then 3 months pass by and you meet that person in person. You go, hey, man, I saw you did the same bottle that I did. You put pay promotion. Where you pay for that? And they go, oh, yeah, my rate for a reel is like $500. Oh, they paid you $500? You're like, yeah. How long have you been doing this? Oh, about a couple years.
That money, come on.
And you go, okay. Then it's like free bottled again. You get free bottle. And then you get this email goes, oh my God, we love what you're doing. We'd love to have a meeting with you on this promotion we're working on. Sure. Let me take my time out of my day. Yeah, what's up? Oh, we are launching this product. It's a huge campaign. We're going to be sending you this big old box that have shirt, mustaches, wigs, all this shit, and 3 free bottles in there. And you go, okay, that's good. That's good. With this, we need to launch this exactly at this day, at this time, when Jesus is looking at this direction for you to actually get this thing done. You're like, okay, I can make time for that. Okay, we need this type of content. We need that HD. It has to be 4K. It has to have 6 transition, and you have to post it on this platform, and this platform. Okay. I'm okay with that. And they go, and we appreciate everything you're doing here. If you have any question, make sure you ask. Oh, okay. How much you're paying? Oh man, we forgot to mention that part. There's no budget for it. We just want to make sure we give you all these free things so you can actually enjoy making this content for all this thing. And you go, oh, but which money did you guys use to make all the boxes and the
there's a budget somewhere.
Oh, that's money that the brand actually provided for us to do that. Oh, does the brand know that you're going to use me to make this happen? Yeah. We told the brand we have all these friends of ours to do this thing for us. Oh, we friends. Okay, we friends. Okay, tell me, when is the last time your friend trying to bend you over and just screw you so hard that you couldn't even stand up? And they go, huh? No, I'm just saying, since we friends,
right.
And you want a favor from me, and when are you repaying that favor? No. Here is the best part. There are gonna be other opportunities.
Right.
So this is just the beginning of it. You kind of new in, so there's other opportunities coming. Just if you do this one for us, we'll make sure that other opportunities that come will get you on, bro. And in your head, you go, oh, if you have other opportunities, well, maybe I will do this for you. And then, when the other opportunity come, maybe this brand is just stingy. So we'll do the other one. Then you do it, you spend hours on it, then you got to send it to them for them to approve it. Then they come back and they go, yeah, you can change X, Y, and Z, or we like it. Go ahead and post it. You post it, you do all the hashtag, you do that. Meanwhile, you spend probably about $500 to $1,000 editing, posting, doing all that, right?
Yeah.
And people see it and they go, whoa, Hood, you're the man. You're working with this brand. You posted their shit. Things are going good for you. We are jealous of you. As a matter of fact, we're going to go to that brand and say, you know what? That Hood guy, he ain't all that. You need to give us the opportunity, because that's what happened in the industry. People actually will sneak around and stab you in the back because they saw you doing something thinking you getting big money.
Wow.
So now they're going to come and stab you in the back to hopefully get that opportunity from you, right? And the worst part, you be your own people.
It'd be
Wow.
Right? Be your own people.
Oh my God.
If I wasn't in a great mood today, I would drop names today. So the craziest thing is it happens, and then the next opportunity comes. And they do the same thing again.
Oh, wow.
Wait off to the next one.
Oh, wow.
Now you are 3 years in, sitting on 200 free bottles. Got nothing to show for it, but time you've expended, time you've wasted, and putting yourself in all these things. And you have nothing. Meanwhile, you turn around and you look at some people, they're invited on trips. And you ask them like, oh, how did you get invited to that brand? Oh, no, they reach out to me too. They're paying for my flight. They're paying for my hotel, invited me in, and they even give me a stipend every day to come. Oh, really?
Wow.
What do you do? Oh, I just write a blog about whiskey. Oh, you don't even create content? Oh, no. Oh, okay. What do you do? Oh, no, I'm best friend with the person in the PR agency, and they kind of hook me up in. And you go, okay. And then you sit there and you feel like an idiot. You feel like a buffoon.
Yeah.
Now you're like, who do I blame for this shit? Question comes, you blame yourself.
You blame yourself.
Ever stood your ground. You were a pushover. You thought by doing well, what I like to call the slave mentality, the Negro spiritual slave mentality, where you're like, hey, I'm going to do this for you, hopefully, because the door is not open enough for us Black people. I'm going to do this 1 and 2 for you. Hopefully, Massa will give me a chance to come eat in the house.
Wow.
And you keep doing it.
Wow.
And you keep doing it. Yeah. Meanwhile, some people that are not even close to your level of talent, commitment, dedication, are paid, they're getting trips, they're getting opportunities, and you sit there looking stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. And somewhere you don't want to come off as the angry Black man or the angry Black woman. You don't want to come off as the mad person, that a hater in the industry.
Right.
So you either have to change the way you approach things, or you have to step and go, you know what? Maybe this is not for me.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people come in and out of the whiskey scene that had to give up because they thought they were walking in to get all this money, and then realize they almost lost their daytime job because of this. Right? Wow. Excuse my French, but who's fucking with my money? Right? And then you go, is it the PR agency people that are talking to me? Is it the brand? Is it the other influencer like me that are taken away from me? Who is it? Now you go in a rabbit hole to find, how does deals happen? That's where you start understanding that when a distillery or any product is coming out, there's two ways that the marketing goes. It's either an in-house marketing team that they already have, composed of either outsider and insider working together to make the product launch, or they farm it completely outside.
Outsource.
They put the product in, and they give them what they need as guidelines for the product to work, with a budget, with the money, with the resources. Now, those two teams always have social media influencers type of budget that is there. Now you ask yourself, how does that work though? Now, that budget is split amongst people that are in the team. They give them what they can use. That can go towards marketing materials, bottles, things to be sent out, shipping costs, all the things that come to you. The people that have a largesse in the budget are people that have an in-house marketing. Why? Because the in-house marketing can allocate a budget directly and go, hey, we are willing to pay this much to contractors to do a certain job. So the in-house goes, yeah, we talk to all these contractors. 20% of them are going to do it for a fee. 80% of them are going to do it for free. Okay, this is your money. You manage it the way you want to. That the problem are outsourced PR because they ain't getting a paycheck from the brand,
right?
As they work for the brand. So whatever money they're given, they still got to pay their employees. They still got to maintain overhead, and they still got to make profit before we, the influencers, get what we need out of that. Which means that most of the time, they're banking on the fact that they can dingle a product in front of you, free bottle, so they don't have to spend any money
on the
at
influencers,
all, but shipping
on you
to actually make this thing work.
Wow.
They're hoping, and which is already true, that 1 out of 10 email are going to return with, how much are you paying?
Right.
Some of them will already be paying some people going, hey, we got this campaign. This is how much we're going to pay you. So 10% of their group are paid already. The other 10%, they're negotiate. The 80% that is left are suckers like you and I sitting here going, we are giving you an opportunity. And when you drag your ass like that for 4.5 years, hoping, and you take a stand, you like me, you come on Beyonce's internet and go, you got to tell them no.
Yeah.
Wow. I did. Because now I pick and choose which PR agency I want to work for. I pick and choose which brand I want to post. I pick and choose. Well, because I will tell you, it's been exactly 15 months. I haven't bought one bottle.
Wow.
Everything I've posted either came from my personal stash or was sent out to me by a PR agency. And I pick and choose what it is. And you think they're not watching, but they're watching. Because the first time I posted and said, if you send me a PR package with any guidelines of how it should go, you should write at the bottom of that guideline how much you're paying. And if it's $3.99, you better get the fuck out with that guideline, because I will stick that box there and look at it. And you would think it was a fucking joke, but I'm telling you right now, there is a PR agency that worked for McDonald's, like a smaller corporate of McDonald's. And this, we're talking McDonald's here now. Okay? You could be McDonald's just, Eastern Kentucky, or McDonald's of a corner, but this is McDonald's. And they go, oh, we saw your post about Angel's Envy and fried chicken. We are launching the McRib. You're launching the McRib. We would love for you to post a bourbon that you pair with the McRib. I said, that's a fantastic idea. How much you paying? Oh, we send you a t-shirt and a gift card for you to actually post to get your McRib. Oh, okay. Okay, how much the gift card? $10.
Oh, come on. McDonald's.
Can't even eat at
I was gonna
McDonald's.
say, yeah. What are you getting now with $10?
Right. The
Come
dollar
on now.
menu ain't even the
Like,
dollar
like
menu no
in
more.
my head, here's what I said. I said, like you ask yourself, are you fucking with me? So, or are you with? Are you like in someone you're like, you people will tempt you, like people will try you in life to see if you react. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a game.
So it might be in private.
Is this a test?
I'm somebody in the back room is pranking me.
Right.
It's like waiting for Ashton Kutcher.
I got receipts and proof to show that this is me lying on anybody.
Yep.
And I went, and my answer was, okay. Hoping that whatever's going to come in the mail is not going to be it. And I shit you not. Redbox shows up. Inside of it, a $10 gift card from McDonald's.
Wow.
A big old shirt with the grimace on it.
Oh no!
And a dog chew toy of a McRib.
Wow.
You know what that is? I folded that box together and put it in the back with the people that pissed me off. A box of stack that is. And guess what? This is where they know what they're doing. They never email to go, did you get the box?
Right.
They never email to go, did you, or, are you doing that? They never email to even check, are you posting? Because I'm like, you know
what you did.
You know what you're doing. I'm a grown ass man.
You sent me a McRib doggy chew toy. What the fuck?
And this happens every freaking day.
Yeah,
that's when people say, are you an influencer? I say, no, I'm not an influencer. Go fuck with influencers somewhere else. I'm not an influencer. I'm a whiskey educator. I went to school, sat down and paid someone to teach me about this.
Right.
I paid the WSET. I paid the Edinburgh Whiskey Academy to learn about everything that I know. I went to seminars that I spend money to learn about distillation and whiskey. Don't approach me as if, I have a bachelor's degree. I have employees and I own a business for over a decade.
Wow.
I'm a father. Don't approach me like you're talking to a high schooler.
Right.
That is starting their career in IG. Meanwhile, you're giving checks to people that are quote unquote seasoned in, but they ain't even doing half of the work that I'm doing. The difference between them and I usually is my color skin. So don't you come at me with a bullshit offer. But the one thing that happened, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all right now.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it clean.
I did not make money. I've been here 5 years. I did not make money. And I'm saying this really clearly. I did not make money posting anything about whiskey till a year ago.
Wow.
That's wild. That gives us hope.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I tell you what, it took me to say no to somebody to go, okay, if it's no, then how much?
Right.
That's it.
That's where it begins. Yeah.
Right. And even till 3 months ago, I'll be like, oh, 250. 250 will be okay. Till a friend of mine looked at me and said, if he quoted this book for me that I'm reading right now. He said, if the price you calling, right? If the price you're suggesting to your client doesn't scare you, you don't value what you are actually
You don't value yourself.
giving to your client.
Wow.
Right.
That price is not to scare the client. That price should make you nervous.
Right.
That's
And
powerful.
at that time, I'm telling you right now, December hit. That's when he told me that. My first opportunity that came in December, I say 1,500. Do you know what the person said? Oh, that's cheap.
Okay.
We
That's
appreciate
cheap.
that.
Wow. Wow.
And they just wanted me to come and do some content. They'll pay for my hotel. They'll pay for my trip. They'll pay for my camera guy.
Wow.
And they'll write me $1,000 and $500 for my camera guy. They didn't blink an eye. Didn't blink. They're like, we just appreciate. No, they literally say, we appreciate what you do. And that's where I realized that the people that recognize the work you're putting in, recognize your commitment and your ability to create something, opportunities or whatever, those people will pay whatever it takes for you to actually do what you do the best way you know how.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every other person after that, like, I love small brands because small brands will be like, you can call the owner on the phone. He'll be like, Dad, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to send you some whiskey. You could post about it. I know you like what I do, but I'm going to tell you right now, I can only afford the postage. Everything else, we ain't got it. As a matter of fact, that's why I don't got a marketing person, because I can't afford it.
Right.
When someone talk to you like that, I'm a small business owner. I know it's tough everywhere. But in Africa, they say one hand wash another hand so both hands can be clean. So I'm washing your hand, you wash mine, so we can actually eventually. And those people, guess what? I've learned that 2 years ago, I done a solid for a brand. When that brand started making money, it was Christmas Day. I didn't even know that they were doing anything. Next thing I know, I'm sitting at home, knock, knock, knock. Hey, I know you told me about how y'all love spend Christmas, blah, blah, blah. We got you this for you and your family. Here's some steak and all that. This is for y'all. No, didn't even tell me when. Right? And you're like, okay, you can respect somebody like that. You can respect somebody like that. But to try to get free labor out of you, the PR agencies are savages. They don't care at all. If they can get free labor out of somebody, especially minority people, they will do it. Because guess what? When I change my tune with PR agency, all of a sudden now they're like, hey, we are doing this trip here. Would you like to be part of it? And you look at the list of everybody in those trips, and you're the only nigga in the group. And then you're like, oh, something is changing. They're dropping a little bit of chocolate in that milk. That's what is happening now. But if you don't, and I'm telling this to y'all directly, being a minority, 100% minority podcast of men, if y'all don't establish how y'all want to see, I have a podcast. Nigga, I don't make jack shit for my podcast. And the reason why I don't make jack shit for my podcast, I'm going to tell you right now. Here's a funny thing. And I'm gonna let you guys go check this thing out. And I'm calling out brands right now because I want them, if they listen, if they dare even to listen to your podcast, I want them to know, I'm gonna list this to you. Y'all go, okay, and check out Bourbon Life podcast.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Go check out their Facebook and tell me how many whiskey brands are sponsoring him right now. Okay?
All right.
And come look at our podcast. yours, mine, and everybody, and see how many brands. I'm not even talking whiskey brand. How many brands are sponsoring y'all?
Mm-hmm.
And you will know why. And go look up who owns that brand and where does he live.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you will know clearly what I'm talking about. I'm looking at brands that are sponsoring this person. I say, since when the Jim Beam is sponsoring other podcasts? Oh, you live 10 minutes away from the distillery. Oh, okay. And you look a certain way. Dominique, you guys do sponsorship now? Okay. Because before that happened, I posted on my IG on Facebook saying, hey, friends of brands and friends that working it out, new season is starting. Would love to have y'all in as at podcast, as our sponsor. You think they even reacted? Fuck no. They don't care. Y'all can try it. Put it out there. Say, hey, we're doing our podcast. Steady Pour podcast needs sponsors. For all the people we talked about and brought in, we'll love to actually and see what happened. The men have probably about 15 sponsored. Why? Because he's in a room with them. He looks like them. He's kicking and cackling with them every day. He doesn't have to, not to discredit what he does, but he doesn't have to work hard to get that.
Right.
Wow.
We have to go and beg Massa to hopefully give us an opportunity to do something so we can prove our worth. That is the reason why I always say, brands that are actually doing the right thing, I'm going to praise them every day. I'm going to talk about them everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're doing the right thing, you cannot do no wrong by me. I'm going to tell everybody how well you're doing, how you're embracing and bringing everybody.
Yeah.
But if you're not, I'm not inviting you to come anywhere near me. I'm not on my pod. I don't even want to know who's the owner, and I don't care who you are, because there's enough brands that are doing well enough that need the help, love, and support.
Yeah.
Other people that are out there thinking their shit don't stink, they can do whatever they want, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wow. Yeah. Man, you just gave us
that was a mic drop.
I told you Cat Williams was coming through tonight.
A master class on that.
Bro, that was a mic drop
influencing
moment. Like,
he just broke
PR agencies.
That's exactly what. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Man, that was powerful.
Brook. Oh man,
and that was just powerful, man. Like, oh my God, Jesus, I'm speechless.
That came from a place of hurt, because
I hear it.
For the longest time, brother, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was just happy you said I was one of the first you saw when you came, because brother, you and the funny part is you had no one to complain to.
Right.
You have no one to talk to go, hey, can you feel my pain right now?
Yeah.
Just nobody. Because everybody's looking at you going, oh, you're doing well, Jack. You got all these things. You're doing well. Why are you complaining? What you complaining about? But they don't know that you had to use your own money to show up there and kiki and cack and smiling. They don't know you had to actually send 55 email and beg for someone to actually let you do something. They don't know how many times you go, just following up. I'm telling you, just a month ago, I literally wrote an email and found the CEO of the group that owned this brand, CC him in that email and say, it's been 2 months since we started talking about this interview. Are you willing not to do this interview so I can move on? And guess what happened immediately when the CEO was CC'd on that email?
You got a response right away.
So fast. The PR agency answered so fast, but answered in a blind copy email. Hey, dude, we apologize. This person is never available. but I'm available. What else can we do for you? As a matter of fact, we got X, Y, and Z brand. Wow. Do you need to talk to any of these brands? And you're like, why do we have to get to that level?
Right. Yeah.
To that
but
point.
You have to be tenacious. You have to be like a donkey. Get him, be on that horse every day. Because
Jesus.
you have to create that space for yourself. Because why? If I do it, I remind myself, if I'm able to open the door, all y'all can come in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what pissed me off about some of us in this industry.
They will close it behind them.
Mm-hmm. Some of them, y'all know some of them too.
Oh, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Remember the post I made saying influencer talking shit online and see me in real life trying to smile at me?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, crazy.
You don't even have to say anything else.
And the craziest thing was, I saw that influencer. I emailed them. They posted about a bottle. And I was curious. I sent them a message. I said, hey, I see you posted about this bottle. Which PR agency do you work with to get this bottle in? Left me on red.
Wow.
Left me on red. Okay? Will not comment on any of my stuff, will not like any of my stuff.
But they
unless we both actually got the same thing and post about it. You like it so they can see that you are communicating with others on that brand.
Wow.
Now you see me in real life and you go, hi, Jack. I don't care if you're a woman. My answer immediately was, oh, you know me now?
Yeah.
And they go, you know, people, they're like, oh, why would you say that? Of course I know you. And I said, oh, you're not on the internet, you know me now. Awkward silence. Wow. Because I'm not going to accept for you to actually come on Beyonce's internet and pretend we don't know each other. While you support every other white folks you know, and turn around, meet me in real life, and because we're around everybody else that have a potential to help you, you turn around and go, hi, Jack. I don't know. You don't know me. And I'm not going to come here and kiki and caca with you. Slavery was over 100 years ago. I don't have to be nice to you. I don't have to be nice to you. So if you are not respectful to me, when we're on the internet, please, when you see me in real life, I don't need your fake respect.
Fact.
I have to fake it every day for people around me. I don't need to fake it in my real life. No, I can't do that. No. So that's the truth right there. So y'all better know how you treating everybody around you. I hope who you are, because I said that because people meet me in real life. They're like, oh, you're the same guy we know online that you are in real life. I say, yes.
I'll change it up.
I'm not changing anything.
Yeah, fact. That's what's up.
People that pick and choose who they want to mess with. Okay, good for you. You do that. But don't come in real life and pretend we friends. Right. We not.
It is Mr. Somalia to you.
Yeah. No, that was
wow, that was powerful.
Incredible.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of lessons there for us there in this whiskey industry.
Understatement.
And Jack, we appreciate you coming on and sharing and having you on the podcast, man. We so look forward to this.
Man, we could keep going for I feel like another hour, 2 hours, man.
We need a part 2 down there.
Man, I don't want to stop, man.
But we appreciate your time.
100%, man. Thank you for being here, man. Just sharing your truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything that you want to, plug or share to the audience? Let them know where they can find you.
Yes. So first thing I want to say is thank you all for having me on. This was, brotherhood, just talking, chatting with your friends and brothers and, sharing knowledge, at least from the little that I've learned, the good, the bad, and ugly. If somebody hear this and go, this guy is angry as hell. No, I really was just trying I'm warning y'all so you don't make the same mistake I made, because I made enough of it for all of us in this room. So I don't want that to repeat itself. So y'all know when you get approached from anybody, just know what angle they're coming from, because they already did it to one of your brothers. So, and I tell people all the time, advice is free. I'm gonna give it to you. I don't need anything from. I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah.
For all the people that follow me, one of my biggest projects that I have at heart is Afrofusion. Afrofusion is African food meet whiskey. I go around the United States making sure that I bring African culture, helping African small restaurant bring the culture of Africa through food and bring in whiskey in the same room so people can enjoy an experience of a lifetime.
That's awesome.
Okay. I love it.
In April 27, I'm having one here in Omaha. I'm working with an African foundation. The chef is spectacular. He makes African look amazing. We're doing one here. It looks like my contract with Heaven Hill is good for another year, and I'm hoping to do Chicago. I'm hoping to do LA or San Francisco, and I'm hoping to do DC or New York. So those are the places right now. And I want much more people to actually be involved, to come and learn, to come and experience something different from what you used to.
Yeah.
So all of you guys here is Hood Somalia online, is Hood Somalia on Facebook, is Hood Somalia anywhere. Just tap in, check out what I'm doing. Right now I'm doing my 30 days of Irish whiskey. I always take time in March to give it up to all the women in the industry and also appreciate a culture that I fell in love with when I went to Ireland. I just fell in love with what they're doing.
Yeah.
And Irish whiskey is something that is kind of a blind side to a lot of people. They don't pay attention to Irish whiskey, but they make an amazing whiskey there. So every March, I take my time to kind of bring that up and help people discover what Irish whiskey look like. How is it different from any other whiskey that you have?
Yeah.
So that's right.
Awesome.
We love it, man.
That's what's up. Well, yeah, again, thanks for joining the podcast.
Yes.
And before we close out, definitely hang around after we close out, I should say that. Thanks again, man.
Man, thank you so much, man. Yo, that was
my pleasure. It is my pleasure.
Understatement, man. We love it.
Right.
We love it. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Jack.
All right,
Peace,
y'all.
peace.
So we out. Thanks for listening to another episode of Steady Pour Podcast. Deuces.
Peace, much love to y'all.
Peace. See y'all later.
Well, that concludes this episode of Steady Pour Podcast. Make sure you follow on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did the beat? That's who I want to know. I need one for Hood Somalia, man.
That was our ghostwriter, man.